Alright, well I guess soon might as well be now. This won't technically be my first play of Parhelion meta. I snuck a couple games in last night. But I figured let's start with a clean slate and build some fun stuff. So what are we actually doing? That's a great question. I think I want to build Corp decks first because I have fewer ideas. And yesterday I was playing some Asa, and I think what I need to do is just commit more to the Asa. And like, so I'm gonna just do, look, I'm gonna force Asa always and forever, and maybe turn down the music just a little bit more. And I think my theory is that Gaslight is a really good card. And so like Gaslight, Spin Doctor, fully operational, next activation command, and whatchamacallit? Oh, goodness in Arco. Asa with snares ganked and Mr. Hendricks does sound pretty miserable. What's the card? Seamless launch. Right? Something like this. Maybe even just 2 seamless launches, and then we do a suite. We do like what I'm calling the standard suite of GFI, Luminal, Vitruvius, and Offworld Office. Yeah, I'm gonna try the harmonics. I suspect just sort of a regular suite is better, but I think it's worth giving them a shot, right? So I'm gonna go Echo, Border Control. Wave does seem pretty reasonable, because it really helps us get things going. We are gonna want Rashida's. We're gonna want Pulse. If we're doing Pulse, we probably also want Managarm, which is generally a good card. We're probably gonna want Tranquility Home Grids, which is a good card. I guess we're gonna run some bloops. I probably don't run more than 2 because they're a bit of a liability, and I feel like they're better. Like, I don't know exactly that they fit the Asa game plan compared to something like Drafter. I could see a 1. I'd probably actually go Fairchild if I'm going for more ice. So this is 18 ice. That's too much ice. I'm gonna cut a Pulse. I might even cut a Bloop. I feel like a single Bloop is okay. I really don't want to draw it first. I probably don't need 3 Gaslights. What do I want at 2 influence? The thing I was trying yesterday was Yakov, but I don't love it as a. I think it's more cute than good, but the idea is like, oh, Gaslight, Spin Doctor. Oh, we need Maryland Camp. Man, we're like in real card slot problems here, where we need Maryland campaigns. Ugh. Got 1 slot, 2 influence. I mean, a Biovault. That's a card, right? I want to spend my influence because I think Magnet's going to be fine in the final meta, but when everyone's dicking around with World Tree and stuff, I feel like there's got to be better options. Like, honestly, Hagen would be fine. Endless Eula would be funny. I feel like I've already got the low strength, high sub barrier under control. And also, we don't have that much money in this list. Like, we do not have a lot of money. I guess our ice is pretty cheap. Which is something. What else we got? What else do we got? Just a value Econ Warfare, a value HHN with no payoffs, just to make everyone freak out. Like, do I run a one of Afshar? Probably not. Non-equivalent exchange. I think I do care about how much money we both have. Like, my cards do kind of matter for that. But maybe I'm wrong about that. We could run a one of Nani grid. I guess I could try a one of Nani grid just to kind of see how it feels. I don't love Refuge Campaign. I think it's a little slow most of the time. Chrysiums. What am I gonna do? Like, turn off a diversion? That seems bad. But maybe that's right. I don't know. It's probably boring, but right. Man. Refuge should be trash 8, change my view. Yeah, new multi-access is a good reason to be on Chrysiums. Like, if we just want to make sure that no one has any fun, Chrysium seems totally fine. We can just play a 14 influence deck. That might be okay. I don't love that we only have 11 assets. That feels quite bad. Like, I almost wonder if we could just do like a daily business show. And then I could cut a drafter. I really like drafter. Maybe we don't need 3 waves. This is 11, 15 ice. That seems closer to right, especially because we're searching. Okay. Harmonic Asa. Yeah, sure. We'll give this. I mean, like, what did I say? This is gonna be a pile day all day. So, let's just hop over to JNet, get this pile in. Pile Asa. All right. Only a single bloop. Why would I need more bloops? I don't think bloop is that good. Which really makes me question why I'm rolling the harmonics at all. I could see, you know what? We'll do the last second minus a drafter plus a bloop. And hopefully that will okay, hopefully this will have the 2 bloops. Yeah, I hope people have been having fun. I think this has been an interesting set. It's a lot of really, like, I've been seeing a ton of World Tree, though maybe it doesn't look like there's so much World Tree running around. Lots of Crim, Steve, Sable, Freedom, Padma. Yeah, Padma seems quite fun to build. Thule, CtM, yes, never change in Arco. Oh, okay. Grim with in-faction multi-access is a blast. Yeah, I have to imagine. No, and Arco, I'm gonna try and build CtM later. I think it's got some quite legitimate modes. Yeah, I think I saw you doing some tree stuff, Ba Ranwu. But oh, that's great to hear. My initial attempt was a bit of a pile, but yeah, freedom of information is just an absolutely bonkers CtM card. So. Yeah, Gaslight CtM. Seems like a real option. I guess I could build this. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to pull this out into a new tab so I can keep this open. And we're gonna go back to deck building, I guess, and we'll build the. Am I even on my deck building? No, that's my deck building one. Whoops, except I don't want the card image in there. Shoot, I just need to start closing things so I can keep myself organized here. Okay. This is when I need three monitors, so I can have one monitor monitoring JNet, one monitor monitoring chat, and one monitor monitoring what I want to do. Okay, that's all set up properly. Okay, so this is my stab. Let's do a quick stab at CtM. I don't know this is what it's gonna look like, but this is where I'm starting. Like, we can do Ares, Bologna. I think probably 2 freedom of information is enough. And then tomorrow's headline. And what does that leave us at? Like 1 Beal maybe? But you could also do 2 of the, maybe it's just 2 of the, whatchamacallits, post-truth dividends. Hey, Kolana. So yeah, that's definitely one option, is you could go, I think if you're going to do hostile architecture, the problem is that you then also need to get end of the line, and that's just like, there's just not a way to get the combo off here. Whereas what I'm thinking is we can maybe just do some bladderworts, some Marylands. I don't love the idea of tempo meat damage. It's not a bad idea, because I'd rather hit them with tempo Amani Sinai and tempo Vera. And then we also need daily business show pretty badly. That seems like maybe, and then I think it's like, this is a Sansan City Grid deck for sure. And then for payoff, oh, we also want Gaslights, probably 2, and Rashida's, we want 3. Okay, so we've built a 17 asset list and have not that many slots left. We've got some influence left to spend. I actually think you might want a shipment from Vladisbursk along with your hard-hitting newses. Maybe we run hedge funds. Oh, yep, thank you. We probably also want spin doctors. Okay. Oh, we'll have to come back to this. Sec. Oh. I just realized I set something up wrong. Okay, give me a second to switch over something, and then I will get this sorted out. Oh wait, I didn't screw this up. Okay. I just sort of screwed things up in a different way. We're gonna mulligan my hand and then get this sorted out for you guys. All right, there we go. Cool. Well, that's a rough mulligan. But so it goes. Let's do some zooming in. Okay, pretty rough mulligan. Okay, this is closer to okay. We're just gonna go new remote. Whoa, that's gonna need to get fixed. All right, let's just turn off game sounds. Lobby sounds are still kind of useful. Hopefully that takes. I can actually res drafter here. Yeah, I mean, we're just gonna get wrecked here because, oh my goodness, we're so wrecked. This is just GG. Holy hell. This start though, we've got 15 pieces of ice, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Yeah, we've got 15 ice and we've drawn all of our non-ice cards. Are you freaking kidding me? What is happening? Why are all of my Asa games like this? This is all of my Asa games. Why is this all of my Asa games? Holy shit. Oh my god. I'm definitely not tilted. Oh, and then we draw the bloop. This is why I hate bloop though, like legitimately. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. Wake implant is down. Pulse doesn't end the run. But we're just gonna push for it. Do I play the fully operational here? Yes. It's all good, Bot Ramwoo. I'm mostly memeing. Fuck me. Oh my goodness. Runner's not even losing a real credit here. Holy moly. They're gonna go trash our Maryland too? Wow. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. Server 3. R&D. Love that I made top 4 in 2 different continentals. Did I do it? Yeah, I must have, because 2020, I can't imagine what else I would have played Corp side. Okay, now we just need to draw an asset. Beautiful. I think I need to actually just put this Maryland campaign down. And then we're gonna click for a credit. We still have double seamless in hand. We've got the Chrysium. I actually like this. We get this Echo nice and early. We're actually not doing. We can maybe recover being down 4-0 on 4 credits against a criminal. He says with much cope. Oh, you know, Silent Play. I'm just getting the joke that it's an HB on a thing called Shinteki. Okay, I have to res the Chrysium here, right? No, I can't res the Chrysium here. Ugh. And this isn't even if successful. It's just if you breached. Man, power creep galore though. So as long as we don't lose the luminal, I'll be okay here. I don't know what to say. There are no words for this. There are no words for this. I'm just gonna actually, I think, slam this. Oh boy, we're off to a start. Okay. Okay. I mean, we blooped him. We blooped him. We are gonna lose on the like 1 in 20 here. It's not quite 1 in 20. I think it's like 1 in 6 ish. But we did bloop him. Trim playing Steelskin Scarring in the year of our Lord 2022. What sick tech for all of the hardwares. I love it. And we've got info bounding security testing the non-bow heard around the world. Okay. So we could finally make a second remote here, and yet we absolutely cannot make a second remote here. I think Border Control Pulse is a quite nice server for us. So we're just going to go server 3, gain 2, install a spin doctor. Let's overdraw here so we can get no, actually we'll save it. I don't think I need to spend the next activation command yet, so I think I'd rather put the gaslight out on the table. Runner can't really run either of these servers, I think. I might be wrong about that. I think if they run the drafter with no breaker installed, I then res the spin doctor, just to give myself some flexibility. This is not the spin doctor, this is the gaslight. They're gonna trash for a credit. How are we 6-0? Because all I can draw is agendas whenever I play Asa online. It's just well, okay. When I'm streaming and I play Asa, the only thing I do is hit agendas. That's the real nature of the beast here. We'll put back 1 fully operational and 1 gaslight, I guess. Probably Rashida's better. But we have 15 ice in the list, and we have seen 3. Which is a big part of how this game is going the way it is. Or we've seen 5 now. And I am about to get tunnel visioned. Okay, so the question is, do I put the Rashida in, or do I have faith that they're not going to roll HQ? Like, I could put the Vitruvius down, right? And be incredibly safe. Or I can have faith. It's probably better to put the Vitruvius down. And I can still score it if I have to res the border control. Let's see what they rolled. Archives. Okay, so I could have gone for the greedier play. But so it goes. Tunnel Vision Steve for the 1 in 3 turns. You get your HQ mark. Okay. Our opponent also doesn't know that it's a non-bow. Do I seamless here to then install the Rashida? I think I do, actually. Because we are all about tempo on this board state where we are struggling this hard. We do have a second piece of ice that we can do. Yeah. Okay. This is fine, he says. Unconvincingly. Of course. Oh, and of course he rolled HQ this turn. So I just have to res this Managarm here, I think. I was about to say our opponent's doing a Nambo with the info bounty, but then I remembered they don't set the info bounty. Oh yeah, I'll remove Begalter from the game for sure. Yeah, if you want to try and doof me again, that's fine. It's going to happen 1 in 3 turns, so it's definitely not going to happen again. Absolutely no way it happens again. I think I'm gonna try and really slow roll this GFI. Do I play next activation command here? Or do I click for a credit? I think I'm clicking for a credit. If they doof me again, okay. They rolled HQ again. Oh my goodness. I mean, like, hey, if they're gonna roll HQ twice in a row, good for them. You can have Steelskin Scarring back, I think. Yeah, you can trash that Maryland. Okay, well, that's at least done. Maybe I should have given back the diversion, because we can just play really, really slowly here and probably be okay. But we do have a concerningly low amount of money. This we're just gonna spend a bunch of turns clicking. I want to get the runner to just, are they really gonna roll? Oh no, they marked archives, okay. You don't secure, so for future note, because these are new cards, these, you don't want to do it this way because these cards now can't work together. Do I res Echo here? It makes Tremolo spend another 2. No, I don't. If my opponent wants to do this, they can do this. It is starting to become a little bit rough for us, for sure. Here comes the Zenith ship, and they hit the Steelskin Scarring to draw 2. That's pretty cool. Yep, you can undo. And so they're only going to gain 2 credits here because security testing replaces the info bounty. Let's see. I mean, this is like the slowest play of all time. I think it's correct. I guess there might be an argument, actually, there would be an argument for putting the Tranquility Grid down. But, or doubling up the Manic Arm is also probably more correct, yeah. My biggest concern is that would make them run this remote, which I actually can't afford to have them do for a while. All right, they're gonna see 3 cards off of R&D, I'm gonna guess here. 6 from their credit pool to break all 3 subroutines. Cool. I guess they get 2 back, so they didn't spend quite as much, but... All right. Oh, nice. Okay. So I think now we're just gonna install this in server 6, say done. We're gonna fully op, gain 6. And we're gonna say no doof 1 time. Next turn is going to be advance, next activation command. And of course they got it. We'll see. If they're smart, I think they actually run HQ multiple times here because tunnel vision doesn't stop working. But we'll see. I mean, 1 in 4. Let's find out. If they can snipe the 1 in 4 twice this game. Actually, no, it was a 1 in 4 and a 1 in 5. Okay. Oh, nope. We still have to do all these successful triggers. Okay, we access a pulse. So this now costs 1 credit to break 2 subroutines. So I could spend 2 credits to make them spend an extra credit here. That seems not great. Man, I am missing a Jeeves. I am really missing a Jeeves. Okay, I mean, this is pure hopium, but we gotta make plays. Yeah, Tremolo, oh, isn't gonna break our border. They have to spend actually 3 to break border control, 1 to break Echo. Yeah, I mean, they are actually just through on this server. But no one tell them that. Virtuoso Steve. Oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. I love that they're not contesting this remote, though. They can get in for no credits. But we'll see. I'd love to see an Asa game where I don't just get flooded at the start. I don't know, this tunnel vision's looking okay. Okay, looks like just some JNet lag there. Let's go. Let's go. Wait. What? Why did that double trigger? That's not worded that way. I guess it doesn't actually matter. Actually, I just realized I had the win in the remote. So that's the most dickish thing. Yeah. Oh my goodness, the unintentional BM. It was literally all bloop. Bloop I mean, it is kind of astounding that we res this little ice and won, but I mean, this is often how Asa wins look, because when people don't know how to play against Asa, this is sort of what happens. I'm just saying, if this had been a drafter, I think it would have been just as good for us. I guess maybe it trashed the Begalter, which was relevant, but I don't know. Okay, so this deck has severe economy problems, and I think it's because I forgot to put hedge funds in. But man, slots are hard. Maybe it's the gaslights that we don't like. I forgot I only had 2 seamlesses. For some reason I thought I had 3. Can we play 2 hedge funds with a straight face? I'm gonna give it a try. Too lazy to type a sentence. Let's go. Okay, we're gonna go back to the CtM deck building. Let me do my slight deck building transition. This will look better if I'm actually pulling up cards as I'm deck building. Okay, so we were here, and we're left wondering how we're actually gonna win. Probably want hedge funds. Okay, so we've got just enough slots for ice, maybe, which I feel like it's going to be 2 enigmas, a toll booth, oops, a toll booth, probably some IP blocks, because literally everyone is on AIs, and turnpikes. And we've got 5 available influence as CtM. Feels good. Feels good. All right, so what's the spend here? Is it economic warfares for value? I don't know if shipment from Vlad is good. I think my theory is it's the only way I ever score a Bologna. Like, if the runner just goes tag me against us, like, oh, we can't do anything? Oh, cut a hedge fund and play a Nico campaign? Yeah, that seems pretty valid. That seems maybe better. Oh yeah, Unsmiling Sarina is also decent. What is Nico's influence? Is it 2? You like food with a sweet more than Bologna. So what's the... So we look at something like... No Bolognas. We do 3 foods and the Nico campaign. Okay, and then we have 1 slot to play with. Alright. And then we get... I need to make like buttons to just transition between these. That's my laundry timer. I'll have to do that after this game. If I don't get up to do it after this game, please, someone in chat remind me. Okay, if we draw a second ice, this hand's fine. Okay, this hand's fine. I think it's Managarm, Border Control on the remote, Echo on HQ, Hedge Fund. That seems fine. Actually, I think it's Spin Doctor in the remote behind Border Control. And then we're going to go HQ, and then we're going to go Hedge Fund. This way we have at least a little bit of forward tempo on the Spin Doctor. All right. Info Bounty, Dirty Laundry Archives. This is a really nice Sable start, because this basically is now just security testing that they get to fire this turn. So this, like, this is the really nice part. And then we're gonna Dirty Laundry R&D. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Enrico, I guess the reason I want to play Ares is so that I can make the tag me pretty forced, but maybe I'm not super wed to the idea for sure. Am I gonna Chrissy? I could Chrissy R&D here. Oof. Oh, fantastic to hear that a tree fix is in. Flexandra, if you want to time the server update to be immediately after this game while I move the laundry, that would be sick. But I don't even know if I'm going to play Tree today. I think it's I think I want to play mostly Corpse because I think World Tree Runner is looking really interesting. I think Mark Krim is looking really interesting, and I think just multi-access Runner is interesting. Yeah, there's not a good reason to Chrysium R&D. It's really just to like stave off the deep dive. Oh, come on. Come on. Boo. Who plays these cards? Who blind boomerangs an Asa remote? Ugh. Ugh, stop playing well, people. I'm not sure that's actually even correct play, but like it got me, so what are we getting? Our barrier breaker, or are we getting Amakua? Television. Okay, sure. Let's draw. Let's draw. I like want to get 2 cards down here, so I guess it's going to be Anagarm, server 2. Oh shoot, wrong server. That's not what I want. I want Mana Garment server 1. I guess along with... I actually think I like Pulse Mana Garm on the same server and then Bloop on a central. Like Bloop on R&D here seems pretty solid. We can even just then throw this Mana Garment server 2 to set up for later things. Virtuoso is fine here. Yeah, I mean, they're doing well. Sanjay, not yet, not yet. But it's definitely a good thought. I want to draw again here. My goodness, Econ, I apparently just can't get enough. Maybe I need to put Nico campaigns in as well. R&D, and you can go in server 2. Just trying to do, so last game I could only draw agendas. This game I can't draw agendas. Seems solid. Longy is just playing really solid, sitting at 21 credits, so like we're in quite a bit of trouble here. I do wonder if it's just worth putting like an Anoetic Void package in and just playing PD, but we can play Gaslight to get fully op. Okay, well that's a bummer. Yeah, it's all good. Oh. What? Why would you not diversion of funds me? Are you gonna... Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Okay, so do I just do a lot of ducking here? Yes, I do. I make them spend. And then we're gonna just spend 3 more to duck. And they probably will choose to access here, which I think I am more than happy to let them access. I think they access because it's... Oh, they get a click back. I forgot about getting the click back. That's a bummer. Yeah, I should have thought about that. We do see a DreamNet come down. The next activation command gets trashed. Hey, Crunchums. Oh, did it double trigger again? Why not CtM HQ, Cat? Because I'm a dummy. That's why. Yeah, I saw a trigger in the last game. I'll have to keep an eye out for it. I'm not gonna go and roll back a bunch of triggers for no reason here. Gain 2. And now we can put this on HQ, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that we're getting a shit ton of bugs. And that does also explain why Longy has made so many credits. Info bounty gain 2. Let's see if info bounty triggers again. Yeah, okay. Yeah. One, two. Wait, is this the same turn? It was even on turn 1. It's actually been every... Okay, it's been every turn this game. Interesting. Let's just double check that's actually 11. Pays daily cast, pays Docklands. Yeah. certainly enjoying the set so far. Oh man, what a blowout here. Okay, so this would cost them 4 to match, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, I mean, like, this is still worth it, which is kind of a little nuts. Bloop. I think they've got exactly enough though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, they're a credit short. Yeah, I'm not too worried, Flex Andro. It'll get fixed when it gets fixed, you know. Oh, okay, no, they had enough. I was forgetting their chest feed credits. Yeah, Noah, I'm guessing we'll have the release out at the end of the day, but we'll see. -2 again. Cool, they got it. All right, so I'll just keep an eye on it, and I probably won't play any info bounty decks today, so I don't have to do all this extra legwork. But Bloop on R&D is pretty solid. This remote is very unsolid, but that seems to be okay for the time being. Okay, so we're gonna draw 2 cards, gain 2 credits, gain 2 credits. Then we're going to gain 2 credits, gain 2 credits, gain 2 credits. Then we're going to shuffle Spin Doctor, put back a fully operational and a Mana Garm. And then we're going to install this in server 1 with, I think, no, do I put the wave down? No, I'm gonna save the wave for archives. Why they access 3 with Virtuoso there? Because there's a, I guess because they accessed CtM Grid, which is in the root of HQ, and I think that's just part of a breach step on HQ. It doesn't say like breach the card, only breach cards in a central server, so it includes the root. I would imagine. So yeah, of course opponent is going to just straight roll archives, nothing else, while we've got this sort of board state going, but that's fine. They're probably going to hit the next activation command. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and then the CtM Grid should go here. And then -2, please. I'm sure they'll get there. You know, it's nice to have actually more people in the stream than watching my lobbies, which is sometimes not the case. Let me move my camera just a tad. There's not a good place to put a face, especially, actually, you know what? Let's make the camera squarer. Oh. There we are. Oh, fire the unbroken subroutines. Wow. Just clicking for 3, I guess. Should probably go read the Parhelion cards, I guess. I don't know. I figured you'll learn them through osmosis like the rest of us. I think it's going to be wave on archives. Click for a credit. Do I next activation command here? I don't think I do. We're gonna get diversioned at some point. So I think I'm just gonna keep taking credits here. I'm probably going to Seamless as Vitruvius next turn. I could see a world where I also like put a Vitruvius Drafter in this remote. I probably am going to Seamless this just so I don't have to discard a card. Okay, Carpe Diem on HQ. Yep, that's not ideal. We're going to see 3 cards, so that Vitruvius is as good as gone. You had run Archives first, I would have been much appreciative. Oh yeah, and Info Bounty's paying out up front as well, rather than at the end, it looks like. Excuse me. Still not trashing this next activation command is good. Yeah, there's the Vitruvius. Yeah, I'm not too worried about the timing. It'll be when it is. Still got some clicks. Well, I actually saved stuff for diversion here. But Info Bounty's really good, especially when it double clicks here. I like should bother my opponent about, wow, okay, yeah, holding the double doof is pretty good. Okay, if we can draw fully operational here, we're gods. Oh, I should have, well, Res Tranquility installed the Mana Garm for it's effectively the same. Okay. But so it goes. I mean, I will say after complaining about only drawing agendas, my deck is being incredibly kind to me at the moment. I don't need to res this Echo. I think resing it just loses me things. Yep, goodbye Tranquility Grid. This remote's gonna go next now. I guess it's gonna be not cheap. Like they're gonna lose 3 credits, a click, and then they have to spend 5 to get the Mana Garm. It does get them to 6, so it's not good. Oh, -2 there, please. That's an actually pretty annoying bug. Yeah. Hey, Hapless Heroes. No worries. Not your fault. Will do. Yeah, new cards, and they honestly, I've been having a lot of fun, even if the meta ends up kind of a little distorted and overpowered. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, let's go. Don't know how we got away with that murder, but we did. Info Bounty ultimately not that powerful, and whatever works on JNet is fair play meta. If I had 1 more credit, I'd be quite happy, because then I could res this wave and bounce back into the game, but wait. Yeah, I think JNet thinks that wave is 1 credit. Are we gonna gain? Have we already gained it? Okay. Bye, Spin Doctor. Yep. Beautiful. opponents remembered. I mean, 20 versus 22 credits probably won't matter, but you never know. Goodbye, Managarm. You served me well. They know I have another, which I'm a little surprised they haven't trashed, but... Goodbye, Miss Bones. I think I actually don't double install here. I think I single install. Res. I should have put Spin Doctor here. I'm a dummy. If I put Spin Doctor here, I could Managarm off-world, fully operational. Doesn't quite actually work, but it's not unreasonable. But now I actually don't have a good follow-up play here. Yeah, Borehole does currently trigger a win on res, which is why I can't really play any Borehole decks today. I'm gonna draw again. Of course, now we find Rashida. I think I just don't want the off-world offices right now. And Isawak does that on score as well. Yeah, so having 2 instant win the game bugs is a little unfortunate for JNet. Wait, do I still not have the... I forgot to click for a freaking credit. I'm such a dummy. Such a dummy. Oh, I forgot to shuffle back with Spin Doctor. I should have. Yeah, clicking for a credit would have been a sick play here, but... Because I would make 3 credits back, which isn't terrible. A little distracted, honestly, but I feel like I'm trying to keep track of so many different things, which is definitely not helping a bunch, but... Oh, and yeah, hello as well, Ixaron. I mean, I'm very unsurprised. There's so many interactions, and it is hard to write tests, and it'll just take its time. Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. Tutor's barrier costing 2 every time. Seems okay. Oh, we're getting deep doved. We're getting deep doved. Oh, we're not getting deep doved. Sick. Credit. I mean, the thing is, I can't actually protect this Rashida, so it's a bit pointless. Do I like double Echo HQ? Princess, that's enough. Princess. I actually only res wave and only if they roll. Yeah, like I probably don't even res on HQ here. I want them to run archives first. I think they will do. Yeah, I mean, this Rashida, I mean, I'm just pretty lost here. My econ is just in shambles. I guess maybe the idea to save my econ here is draw a second asset and like bounce back with a fully op. But oh yeah, that was a super cool thing that the JNet divs. Oh yeah, no, Eric is on some really fun decks. I want to try and play Corp because I think it's the more challenging, like it's a bit of a puzzle right now, exactly how you're going to leverage these powerful cards. -2, please. It won't matter, we're gonna lose here, but do I actually search R&D for an ice here? I don't think I do. If they don't win here, which they do, okay. I wish I caught the info bounty earlier because that did matter. That was a 12 turn, 30-minute game. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I feel like I'm just not doing anything and hoping that my opponent doesn't understand what the game is. I haven't felt like I can push things. 10 assets is also feeling quite light. There's nothing wrong. You don't need to bark. Okay, this was the CTM I'm trying to work out. And I need to spend, it's just one more ice card. Let's just put an unsmiling Sarina. We'll give this a shot. Just play Zato in CTM. All the good CTM players think this is wrong. Wrong, CTM is the same idea. So this is GFI is an Anarcho's thing. He thinks it's better than Bologna. I actually, as I think about it, I'm not convinced. Oops, I need 3 Bolognas though. Let's just put in a second Nico campaign because we are definitely gonna need some money. I think maybe cutting the hedge funds. These gaslights do look suspicious with only 3 operations. I could see playing some planograms though. Cutting the gaslights entirely maybe. And we'll just put a Chrysium grid in. just so that can go on HQ. Yeah, no CBG definitely hurts. I think Bladderwort, Marilyn, Nico, Rashida is maybe enough. We'll see. Self-growth is definitely a good shout. I'm gonna try without it, but it's almost certainly correct. I'm just building I'm doing a build your own self-growth at home with 3x Amani, 2x Farah. But first, I'm gonna go and grab my laundry. Save, replay, standard, corp. CtM, let's go. I am terrible at playing CtM, so I'll be really interested to see how this goes when I put it in a pile of cards and then lose. I think this is a keep. It is a weird keep, though. Okay. I mean, like, this is not a bad start. Gaslight CtM with Seamless actually sounds quite nice. I don't know, that seems pretty legit. Okay, so this is Stargate Sable. We're just going to install Class Act. Has to draw up, basically. Oh no, they don't have to because of how this works. You know what? Let's just res the Sand here. We're just dripping for a lot. Let's res the Spin Doctor. Credit. Let's Ice Server 4. Man, if we had one more credit though, that'd be so, like, I feel like once we get a single Ares score, the whole game is gonna be different. Maybe not with the Citadel Sanctuary. But yeah, I mean, I can't pay into this now. Do I go down to 1 credit? What could possibly go wrong, right? I mean, this is undeniably... Oh, it's actually 2 credits. I forgot about that, but... We'll probably just shuffle these Bladderworts back in. Oh no, it's our nemesis. Having to check everything in the log again. Let me zoom in a bit. Maybe as much as I can zoom in for now, apologies. Oh, I maybe should have rezzed that, but I don't really make sense too. Yeah, and of course our opponent has the Citadel this early, which is a bummer. Let's just shuffle back for Bladderwort Maryland. I think this is okay. We're actually not that far away from HHN range. This is not going to get rezzed, I think. That's for a different world. Where did I put DBS on the list? I did. Okay. I'm just gonna put this on R&D, I guess, and click for another credit. There's no actually good Amani Sinai targets right now, I think. Now there is. Hey, epic win. I built a really bad CTM list and basically ignored everything everyone said in chat that I didn't want to listen to. So standard deck building for me. And we'll see where we go. But we did score an Ares off of a Sansan and got 4 Bladderwort triggers. So like, I don't see how we could go wrong. Okay, good. They're doing it themselves. Yeah, I mean, if we could just keep making them like trash 1 card, take 2 tags, like we actually get the HHN here too, which is quite nice. This is maybe where we would want Gaslight, because then we could score a Bologna for a credit. Honestly, I think it's credit, hard hitting. That's all right. If we can trash the Citadel, that's quite nice. Runner will go tag me. We've got freedom of information, and we've got a 1x shipment from Vladispersk, so we probably do want a Gaslight. Like, we could maybe cut a hard hitting for... I think we're maybe only on 2 hard hitting, though. Yeah. 2 planograms. Wow, I went really bold with the tag punishment. You try and do something nice, and your opponent rolls archives. I can't boost into this, right? Wait, where's their link coming from? Oh no, it's a base trace one. No, I don't pay into this. Because I just hit them with this second hard-hitting news. So we are both in the absolute econ shambles here. I definitely want market forces or something like it. Probably a self-growth program. Oh, and of course they snipe the Ares too. That's great. I think I just credit trash the Citadel. Never mind. We just draw like a god. Okay. Holy shit, this turn suddenly became gas. Oh, well, that's less good, but... Is this trace 0? Yes, it is. Okay. Whoops. All right. Well, we're starting to get there. We're starting to get there. We have now achieved one thing, which is making sure that the runner has a lot of tags for a little bit. Okay, we're gonna go remote, new remote, gain a credit. Freedom of information, scoring for 0. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. Oh, we're gonna get Rashida off. It's like we're playing Netrunner again. Holy moly. I think this is the first Rashida I've fired across 3 different Corp games. No, I must have fired Rashida in the first Asa game where I actually got to play Netrunner. Oh, I just was like, oh, I get to do my Asa trigger. No, I don't get to do my Asa trigger. I think we're going to Spin Doctor back, hard-hitting news, and Rashida. Then we're gonna put a card in server 4. We're going to ice up HQ. I'm going to put a Spin Doctor and a new remote. We're gonna res the Spin Doctor. Then we're going to end our turn ditching the 2 Bolognas, I think. All right, Diesel is played. Daily Cast is played. Oh, this could be fun. I think our turn is I was like, they're not gonna have the credits. No, they are. I think the turn is oh well, it'll be res, score, post-truth dividend. Maybe it's not. I think actually maybe it's we keep building for a little bit. Let's just Crucium HQ. I don't want to keep having BS happen. Am I discarding the shipment from Vladgrid now? I probably should. But I want to keep it in hand just to see how it feels. We're gonna get lots of tags in a lot of ways here. Apologies for the silence there. Just need to eat some food. So I was thinking about resing the Amani Sinai Vera, but I realized I really want to get my economy back and stabilized. And these triggers are so important for that. And this, it's not like I'm not going to have other opportunities to do that. All right, starting to bankroll come out. Yep, so we're probably going to lose both the Vera and the Amani this turn if I had to make a guess. Because you've got enough clicks to go after both of them and clear both tags. Oh, interesting. Okay. So we're going to start the turn. I think I'm going to a new remote. Going to advance. This is such a weird agenda suite though. Like I don't have a good way of scoring the tomorrow's headline for a bit. Don't think it's supposed to, but I know that ruling has changed over time. Okay, we're gonna res, we're going to advance, and we're going to score. For the first trigger post-truth dividend, we will draw a card. We will then use Amani Sinai. We will initiate a trace of strength 2. And then we will reveal the grip and trash a card. I feel like I don't want to get doofed here. Feel like that. But Galter is probably the better shout there. Yeah, probably would have been. But now I get to bounce it, so I wonder if I have some kind of funky line here. Like, can I just install this Bologna in server 4? Probably not. The reason not Begalter is I don't know that it's actually as relevant, but I guess it probably is. I must have not put DBS in this list, right? No, I did. Okay. Boy. I mean, worst case scenario here is I lose 2 points and get 2 Amani Sinai Vera triggers, which seems not terrible. Or runner's gonna go pretty ham and lose a lot of their econ. We get to hit them back with hard-hitting news. Yeah, I mean, this feels like it's trying to prey on poor runner economy engines. Okay. We will shuffle Maryland to R&D. This is the slowest walk to 5 points I've ever seen. I think Dirty Laundry. And I'm going to discard a shipment from Vlad here because it's no longer how we close out this game. I think we just install a Sand City grid. Maybe it is how we close out this game though. I have scored so many freaking agendas to make this work. All right, well, this is I think a pretty good fork for us. Maybe it's not a hard fork, but it's certainly an optional fork. They're gonna spend their whole turn clearing, then we come in with the hard-hitting news and like just install a freedom of info. We just install the Bologna, I guess, after that. Oh wow, they're leaving it. Okay, so that's gonna be game then. Almost certainly gonna be game, I think. Very nice. Okay. Well, economy is definitely a struggle, and we definitely want filtering, but this is maybe doing okay. I don't know, we'll have to see. Running hot APOC time, that would be pretty sick. Okay. Gee. Yeah, I think it's kind of cool. This is like a tag punish. I mean, it's not tag punishment list, but it's like no kill CtM. I feel like there's something here. I think you got to play with it. I'm less. I don't know about the shipment from Vladisbursk, though it is like the only way you're ever scoring a Bologna, I think. But I also do think we care a lot about the runner's econ here, which I feel like is better than the GFI, but maybe I'm wrong. You'd think that only criminal got exciting new cards, but I don't think that's true. Okay. Well, we'll just start with good fundamentals. We care about, yeah, Suchworth, it was definitely in an earlier draft of this, but people persuaded me that there was better places to spend influence, and I do think like the Nico campaign actually seems like a quite solid use of influence. World Tree is only so, like, it's not so broken that you can't actually use it. There's a couple of weird things. I think actually one of the main interactions that people think is broken is actually just out of order. Like the res, what it's telling you is wrong. But I mean, it's just this, right? This every day. We put in one. Hey, Javi. Am I missing a team meeting right now? I feel like I might be. I think there's... Okay, I feel like I've seen no communication about that meeting. But maybe we'll just reschedule. But I can stop streaming for a bit. So... No worries. Oh, shoot. Okay. But no, thanks for coming by the stream. It's always great to have new people. Well, I mean, people I know, but new people to the stream showing up. Yeah. All right, well, we've got the runner right where we want them, and now it's just, can we actually land some killing blows here, I think. If they steal the Bologna here, I mean, just tip of the cap. Oh, I should give them a warning. Just a heads up. For the rest of the turn, all accesses will give you +2 credits from info bounty. So you'll need to subtract the... Cool. Yeah, but I don't know. This is, I mean, we are on 1 credit. Runner is on 4 tags, though. So we have some bounce back potential here. I do think the runner should probably just go all in on tag me and trash this stuff, which is maybe why we want to play with our tagging package a little bit. So I'll be interested to see if people have thoughts. And maybe if we play with that, we can get Gaslights back in. Maybe the Vera Amani is too cute. I like it in theory because it should dunk on World Tree like no one's business. Where I think if you just... If you hit that deck once, I think it mostly falls apart because I don't think people are running multiple World Trees. Very good draw. Draw, new remote, and we can put this on R&D even, I think. We've got lots of ways to duck a diversion now. I'm not as worried about keeping the Bladderwort constantly up, though it's definitely an option. I think the Bladderwort's more annoying than it is, like, the winning condition here. That said, you maybe could lean into it with a hostile infrastructure. It's just not quite the direction I'm going at the moment. Okay, so I guess I can res this Nico campaign because, like, it's still... And then trigger the Bladderwort, hit a backstitching. Make a new remote. I think now I'm just gonna click for credits. Yeah, hitting a deep dive is really, really nice for us. This is probably +4 expected points for us to hit this deep dive. Or like -4 EV. Maybe only -3 points on average. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, if runner's going full on tag me, that's maybe where the shipments become quite nice. Oh, I should probably turn off their money supply, shouldn't I? I have enough money of my own now that we can turn off the money hose. We'll just put those back in. Yeah, I think if I was them, like trashing the Nico and trashing the Platterwort is a pretty reasonable use of your time here. If you should decide to go tag me. Which it does seem like the runner has decided to do. Okay. Runner is deep into tag me. Paper tripping when. The casual game though I'm winning, so I don't mind being a little generous. This is paper tripping, by the way. Play only as your first click, remove all tags. Okay, is it just like Bologna Enigma IP block? I feel like that I'm just gonna start making a scoring server. Okay. All right, so I just switched it to auto. It had been trying to bounce me to a server in Virginia rather than a server in New York, which is about half the distance. So maybe that was causing the instability. I'm not 100% sure. So hopefully that solves it. If I could draw a shipment from Vladisbursk grid, that would be very nice. We'll see. Very nice. Okay. Okay, freedom of information, not bad here. Score. Predictive planogram, draw 3, gain 3. So we win next turn or we can just advance this once, right? We can either spend 10 or we can spend not 10. I feel like spending not 10 is probably better. Yeah, so I think what happened was when I first configured OBS on this computer, it did some kind of automatic stream detection, and it had for some reason chosen a server that was fairly far away from me compared to other options it had. So that's my guess, is that there's just been that particular server has some instability issues. I was having server problems, like I think problems related to my computer actually previously. Oh, that's not good. Okay, so we're just gonna have to make them pay for this. I mean, shipping from Vladisbursk grid doesn't look like a bad way to close out here now. Or maybe I want like an extra 3-2, I don't know. But yeah, because I've been having this persistent like join, reconnect, join, reconnect, join, reconnect, and it must just be the Twitch server I was on. Yeah, a market forces also would be pretty nice in game winning here. But yeah, I mean, so a big part of why I'm trying CTM is because I want to dunk on people's World Tree decks. I think it's quite good against World Tree decks because if you can land the... Oh shoot, I forgot to res the Amani Sinai. Whatever. Yeah, I think 2 Freedom of Information seems about right. I don't think we're reliably going to get to 6 points off of Freedoms from Informations. I think that's a little too optimistic. Oh, I should probably also take out the shipment from Vladisbirsk. Okay, but the psychographics does look like a single psycho, single Beal is maybe okay here. I'm gonna draw, make a new remote. And we'll just put this up on archives. We'll just slow the runner down. We're a little ice light, so like it's not the best, but okay. Either after this game or after the following one, I'm gonna have to take care of the dog and the laundry, so I might take a slightly longer break. Why Psycho over Shipment? Outside of Beal, it seems stronger. I think then we advance, res Vera. We're going to score it. We're going to trigger Amani Sinai. We're going to initiate a trace of 3. Yeah, so Suchworth, 1-for-1 damage, I can say with some insider knowledge would be broken. As someone who has tested things like that. Oh, a second Wake Implant. Let's get rid of that one. I really should have trashed this info bounty at any point in this game. I keep forgetting to and getting sidetracked. Yeah, Amani doesn't say printed. Amani says whenever yours is scored or stolen, you may trace X. If successful, X is the advancement requirement of the scored or stolen agenda. And so the advancement this is basically there was a update to the comprehensive rules that basically says that agenda text that lowers its own advancement requirement is always considered active, even if it's not in a zone where it should normally be active. I should maybe put Unsmiling Tsarina on. I mean, Suchworth, what I will say is basically a 1-for-1 would be broken is because if you think about it, if I play Op, I can now go Biotic Labor, trash 6 cards, and like those could be 5 pieces of ice and 1 asset, and then do new HPT. And I think that's stronger than most people are comfortable with for things. Okay. HQ, new remote. I actually can't score out a big thing here. I'm just waiting to draw my shipment from Vladisbirsk, which definitely suggests to me that some gaslights might be right. I think Vera is maybe a bit too cute. I think it's probably tech for a World Tree meta, but only after you've done Amani Sinai, so like that's a little bit dicey, I think. I think the thing that's nice about these is we're running so many low, and once again, like instead of doing nothing for a click, I could have trashed their There's bounty. We also have yet to see a DBS. I feel like JNet's lying to me when it says that I have DBSs in my list. Are we going to access 3 cards here on 0 credits and maybe win the game? I think it's possible. No, they chose to access 0 additional cards. Interesting. We're going to trigger Maryland first. I'm going to shuffle it into R&D. Did I forget to res a Maryland in the Bladder Ward? I did, but that's okay. Okay, so this goes in server 4. I get to go advance, advance, and score. We're going to take our post-truth dividend first. Cool. Then we're going to Amani Sinai. We're going to initiate a trace of strength 2. Yeah, I don't think I want to pay into this. Runner has to pay into this. And then we get to reveal a card from the grip. Let's get rid of that deep dive. That seems like a card I don't want them to have. All right, feels not terrible if we're gonna have combo runners to have this snipe from hand effect. And then I'm gonna play against Asa, who just somehow plays the whole game on 0 cards in hand, and I go, because I have no kill threat whatsoever. Can I res this Unsmiling Sarina? I can. I can even res this Unsmiling Sarina and still win the game, I believe. I don't need to let the runner gain 2. So we get to, yeah, we will draw 2 cards. The single end of the line would have made this a much shorter game. Yes, that is certainly true. A single end of the line would have made this a shorter game. I don't know that. I just don't know that a single end of the line's a reliable kill condition. Like, even with a Zenith chip down, I don't know that we're ever getting a single kill off of this. Wow, they didn't steal either of these agendas. They actually have a really good chance of winning. Oh, now they have a much less good chance of winning. Yeah, because now I get to bounce this Wake Implant, reveal a card from the grip, and we can hit the Wake Implant down too. So now they have no multi-access. And we actually have the 2-1 in hand, and we will be on plenty of credits. But yeah. Okay, so maybe after this we'll do a game of Jinteki. Do we know if Nani grade works? Or Nani grade works? They should not have gotten those 2 credits, but we're about to win, so I'm not gonna BM like I did the first guy on stream. Dan, it means that it's just a pile of cards with no thought of synergy, and so the decks are bad. I'm not trying to make a refined piece of machinery here. I'm just trying to play with cards. So that's what. I'm gonna pass on Ampere for today. I want to do stuff a little more serious, but. Yeah, a little too slow there. Yeah, so apologies, this is my laundry timer. I'm actually gonna go move the laundry and take the dog out, and when we come back, we're gonna build Jinteki. So let me put a scene together for that. Properties. Moving laundry and taking care of dog. And let's do I'm home alone for most of the day, so we're just gonna keep streaming for quite a while. So I'm gonna take a slightly longer break now, so I can also get a quick bite to eat. So we'll see y'all in about, let's call it 12 minutes. All right. For once, I'm gonna be a little bit early to being back to stream. So let's get this going. I think what I want to do is a non-grid AgInfusion. And we're just gonna play tempo AgInfusion, with the idea that Vampira Nessa I think is actually sick as hell. And maybe we can even run Drafter. That could be kind of cool. But like, I actually think this is maybe just better than DNA Tracker, the more I think about it. It sucks a little to Black Orchestra, like it's 3 credits cheaper to Black Orchestra, but it's one cheaper to Res, and it's got 4 subroutines. I feel like I like this a lot. Like, and it's a pretty decent bounce because it's a tempo forward bounce for us most of the time. If this gets res for 5 instead of 7, it just feels like it breaks the game. I might run a Ivic. Oh, but we should probably figure out agendas. I'm thinking it's going to be, of course. Oh, what's the card? Yeah, hybrid release. Yep, sorry. I was getting distracted by Snare Bears talking about decks. Obokata. And do we go off-worlds or do we go Nisei Mark IIs? Do we do like 3 of these? Like, we're just gonna do the weird ass, like, I can't decide agenda suite. Nani grid. We go 3. I feel like 3 is probably okay. Oh, Dan, yes. I mean, there are going to be dozens, honestly. I've been really good about typing Stone Ship Chart Room, and for the first time yesterday, I started typing Log Vault. I might just ask the JNet devs or the NRDB devs to just let me type Log Vault as a custom. Like, I don't care if you have to make it for just my account. I'm sure that's actually much harder, but just put in a magic synonym for me so that I can just type Log Vault and get over it, because it's just gonna be so much easier for everyone. And by for everyone, I really mean me, the most important person in Netrunner. Okay, let's go. Let's stop memeing a little bit. Hedge fund. Ponce review seems like it's really solid for us here. And then we're gonna run probably regoliths and NGO fronts. Rashidas, and suddenly I've like made an asset deck again, so we'll probably cut some of these. Maybe we'll go down to like 1 NGO front. Okay, and now we get to spend all of our influence on ice. I feel like Drafter's not terrible. Like, it seems pretty annoying. Border control is, excuse me, a pretty obvious one. Kaka Renbo, maybe. And a simulation reset all seem like possibilities. I guess I could do some Fairchild 3s. Maybe we'll cut a border control. An IP block seems quite good. And then we just have to fill out the rest of the ice. So we can probably play a one of Pathonimus. I could see anemones being not irrelevant. Let's take a look at the ice we actually have available to us. Right, my office is freaking old. I've already called Info Bounty the wrong name at least once. I think what else I've called the wrong name because it's not going to be exclusive, but to that. Oh, Spin Doctor is actually much better than this like Fairchild nonsense. 3 border controls, an IP block, a drafter. The Autonomous is fine to run with Nani Grid if the 3 net damage is relevant, but like there's a chunk of the time where it's not. Okay, what are we looking at here? Do we want Mind Game? Do we want Sandstorm? Thimble Rig seems pretty solid. It actually helps with Vampire and Asa not being the best, because like Thimble Rig onto a Black Orchestra is just kind of nuts. I'm not a big believer in Half Rune. There's maybe you know what? Let's put a Half Rune in just to give it a try. An enemy is probably useful to help trigger the grid. Yeah, that's actually, you know what? That's a really good point, Mirage. That's probably more why I'm playing it rather than anything else. Okay, so we've got too many cards. We need to cut 2 slots here. I mean, okay, so we're on like 19 ice. That's a little bit too many. I'm not sold on which of these. The Ivik. So I've only got 5 code gates. Oh, I guess I had 6, so maybe it's okay. What if I do something really silly with Divert? I'm definitely not doing anything mean or degenerate. Maybe I only, you know what? Let's cut a simulation. Reset, because we don't have that much draw power. A Regolith, we definitely need money though. The thing I like about Hakarembo is I can just hybrid release Kakarembo and boop, slam an ice down. 1 sec, big one to watch is Info Bounty. Anyone have suggestions for what the cuts are? Like I could cut 2 hybrids for an X2 agenda. Nine, 14, 18 is definitely too many ice. But like some of these ice are pretty bad. Like this Bethlem is just okay, we're gonna try it this way, and I think it's gonna be really, yeah, okay. Thank you for vindicating me. We're gonna go back to this. Okay. Agi. I suspect that 2 Nanoscific Grid is actually going to be more correct, but we'll find out. This is like peak pile deck building to me, where this doesn't have a clear game plan, but is just trying to be annoying. Beep. All right, let's get standard. We want Corp. There we are. Yeah, like it was funny. Snare Bears yesterday, of course, while I was at work, so I couldn't actually join. I could only kind of listen in. We're like building an absolute pile of a runner deck, and it was like they were all joking, like, "Oh man, everyone thinks we're like all serious and try hard," whereas like we're freaking out about how Finality is a broken card or something like that. I don't know. And just like building a pile of runner cards and then hoping it wins. Oh, I don't think Eric was joking, but all right, we're up against a Nova Initumia. Okay, so the nice thing about this game is I get to assess if my deck does anything, because I don't think this runner deck really does. Like I know Andre went off with World Tree yesterday. I'm just not sold that that's a consistent plan against like a solid deck, but who knows? Like, there's a lot of good runner cards out there, so. Yeah, I don't think the runner is like terrible. I think the Corp really struggles and maybe could have used some kind of help that they didn't quite get, but like, I'm not actually worried about this opening at all. Nana Civic, Oboe, and Hafren. Yeah, it's like if you're just watching Nova go up against Ampere, I don't think that's like a good way to snapshot. Like, honestly, I think this game is very close to like it is going to be very tough for the runner here. Already, I think. Now this is awkward because Hafren's actually like a remote piece of ice. I guess I can still put it on R&D and just like blank their Stargate. Which is not a terrible, like, trading a click for a click, especially if that click gets me other stuff. Like, I can just install this Nani Grid, install the off-world, advance it, and it's an end the run. Yeah, okay, that's actually what my game plan should be. Okay. So I can go... it doesn't have to be quite that aggressive, though. I can go... Oh no, I have Archives Ice. I can actually be that aggressive. Server 1. Server 1. You know, Seamless is probably a card I want in this deck. Seamless is almost certainly a card I want in this list. I do think Dr. Nuka is like, it's funny. It's weird to evaluate because I'm like, I think Dr. Nuka is really good, but like Earthrise is right there. So it's very tricky to evaluate the two compared to each other. I don't think I'd seen anyone do Logic Bomb Ampere yet, and I think that's a really nice include. Like, I think we're just going to see, or sorry, not Ampere, Nova Initumia. Yep, no problem. Basically, my thinking, though, here is until I get a breaker down, like, Thimble Rig, Nani Grid, 4 credits is going to end the run plenty of times. And at some point, I'll want to get an enemy or something on here. Border Control will help as well. But yeah. Let's see. Okay. I mean, I can actually just res Hafren. Nope. No need to trash a card face down. Yeah, because like I can't even turn off the logic bomb. I almost wonder if you could just blank it, but yeah, you can't use Earthrise to find early econ, which does make Dr. Nuka a little bit better. Wow, 2 agenda hits is a little tricky. Not terrible for us though either. Oh, they're letting us keep the longevity. That's very nice. Score. Let's, I don't think we need 2 Regalists in hand. We already have 1 and the Run Ice face down in Archives, so I don't particularly need a second. Finding the early Paladin, I think it's going to be a lot of econ for them. Basically, our turn is probably... Okay. Going really, really hard in the Stargate. Interesting. I think this is not a great line for them, but we'll see. We know these 2 cards. So they're... I don't feel like I need to draw either of them. Or no, we just know the top card is Longevity. So now I can do this. This isn't actually a Stargate run. Yeah, you kind of have to go after the Spin Doctor. I guess it's a bit of a moot point, but it is what it is. And I forgot the reason that half run, or I think, and I don't recall, I can't say for sure, but I think half run can't blank cards because blanking a console could be like, it's weird to make this card also program trash or something. I mean, an enemy on Archives is annoying here. It being on server 1's quite nice though. I should probably start trying to just score out though. Yeah, but this is what I mean about like the Nova is gonna struggle to be a consistent deck, and like they've done something powerful, which is get an early Stargate, but they've struggled to really keep up an economic or gameplay pressure on us. And I suspect this is going to be the norm when you're playing Nova up against a, I'm not going to say this AgInfusion is tuned, but something that's sort of like I've built enough decks to feel like I can make a reasonable first draft. And we're going to ignore all of my first drafts of every Shaper deck ever that's forgetting Misdirection, or that's missing about half as many econ cards as it should, and this AgInfusion list probably qualifies. But like it has a consistent game plan that it will execute on. We'll put this back. I don't think we actually need the Rashidas. I think I'd rather have the Anansi back. I do need to draw a decent ice to put on Archives here. This remote vaguely safe. Yes, it is vaguely safe. So I might actually ice up Archives first here. I might advance this once just so I can then put the Rashida in the remote. And then click for a credit. The reason I'm doing this is if they don't have a trick, this drafter can put a card in. Yeah, so like, for example, like, yeah, if I was up against a Crim, there'd be a lot of bravados I'd have to worry about. But now I don't have to. So I know that some of their best econ is already gone. So now I get the very nice turn of advance, advance, score. I'm gonna trash one border control from HQ. And then we're gonna shuffle back Rashida, Hedge Fund. Rashida, I think. And And then we're going to install a card in server 1. I mean, also, I do feel a little bad for the runner here. We've drawn all 3 Rashidas with 32 cards left in the deck, and that's just going to be very hard to beat for most runners, let alone runners that have an inconsistency problem in their deck building. So I probably shouldn't be tooting my own horn for building a good deck, when really what I did was I drew Rashida 3 times, and possibly even more here. I could also see the argument for putting a Nani grid on archives here, because it makes this deck much more annoying. I think that Rashida would ever be banned. Yes, I think there's a world where Rashida could get banned, but I think it's it's one of those things where you probably have to go into designing your set with the idea you're going to ban Rashida, because she provides so much tempo that's necessary for the corpse. If it turns out they're like, hey, you know what, we're going to ban endurance, but we just can't stop sports from winning, then you maybe look at Rashida ban, but then you go and say, okay, well now every non-sports corp is like 3 turns slower minimum, and so we have to figure out how we're gonna, like, it's just like removing Rashida is like just removing an entire balance pillar of the game. So it's like gonna take, it would take a monumental amount of effort between design, development, and system balance team to kind of take Rashida out of the game. And at some point, Rashida will just rotate. So it might just be that it's easier to plan for Rashida's rotation in the set that's being, whenever they go to design and test that set, and not worry about it as much before then. So. Yeah, that's a good point. Banner Rashida reprint Astro, hit the gym, lawyer up. A good one. Okay, I mean, the thing I really want to do here is draw an Obokata. Like, I think these hybrid releases are super cool, but they don't fit into a natural scoring pattern. I guess they fit into the scoring pattern where I score a couple of X2s, but then I probably don't want 3 of them. I probably want 2 of them. But then my agenda suite doesn't make any sense. And we also drew another Rashida, which is pretty good. Okay, sorry, I just have to actually think about what I'm doing here. I think I want to put this Vampira Nasa on R&D. I could maybe even overwrite the half run, but we'll put this in server 1, and we'll put this on archives. Oh, that's a weird semi-translucent effect. I feel the game is so fast nowadays that any ban or balance changes would really tilt them in one way or another. I think that's fairly true. I don't think that's solely a property of speed, though I think, I honestly hope that Parhelion is building a baseline that you could move away from that, because part of the reason the game was really fast was because runner inevitability knob had been turned way up, and the Corp tools had been turned way down, and there was a lot of Corp tools that reduced runner inevitability and let them have decent mid games, and hopefully we see more of that support continuing in future sets. But it's not easy to do, having now gone through the cycle a bit. Like, it is not an easy setup to balance. We definitely want seamless launches. It's definitely gonna be better than some of the ice we have. And we don't have a border control on here yet, so we just border control and almost certainly win the game here. Hit the Gym, I don't think is a card, at least not that I can think of. But Eric, if you want to tell me what card you're actually referencing, I can definitely pull that up. But for those of you that this is lawyer up. Oh, oops. I'm gonna be in this scene. This is lawyer up. Yeah, hit the gym lawyer up is a meme. That sounds more right. Oh, the delete Facebook, hit the gym lawyer up. The joke isn't lawyer up, it's a card. I think the joke is really the delete Facebook, hit the gym lawyer up. But it's all good. Hey, if I hadn't, people were doing a great job of not explaining the joke until I asked. So, okay, looks like things are happening. I mean, this is a hard board state for the runner. Like, this is just, I don't know how you get into this remote. Admittedly, it's by not getting into the situation. And like, we're on turn 9 and we're gonna win the game on turn 12, I believe. Oof. Oh wait, do you have enough here? No, you're a credit short. So. All right, I'll probably be on for about another hour and a half, I think. Do you think post-truth dividend makes sense in some sort of rushy Asmari that wants to get to 6 really fast? Are you saying like a 5-3 deck that's also running post-truth? I don't know. It's hard for me to imagine that agenda suite. No Beals. Oh, Beal remaster. Oh, now I have to do a lot of thinking. We're gonna not do a lot of thinking here. Hold on. We're gonna put Oboe on the bottom, then an NGO front, then a Anemone Kakarembo hedge fund. That seems fine. We will not draw a card. Yeah, rush early remaster into Beal, into never advance Beal, into post-truth. Yeah, I like that. Sounds like a lot of fun. I don't know if you do that in Asmari or maybe you do that in NEH. Just like make lots of tempo and go back to that old school style NEH. But ironically, what about Prop Devast? Yeah, I mean, I don't know which. There's not a single NBN identity right now that's like, oh yeah, this is the one to support this rush game plan, and then you use the 2-1 to close it out. Oh, I actually can't res the Vampire Nessa here. I think I don't mind, especially because I can't break this easily. I mean, I guess they can break it, so that does matter. But yeah, I mean, so you do it in Prazavost. You've got like Mestin Chestva, and I don't know. Are you playing Trick of Lights as a fast advance tool? Yeah, we could have Vampire Nessa because it is definitely out of faction. We would get 2 credits back, but we couldn't quite score the off-world. Yeah, I think they're credit perfect to get a Stargate off here. Did we put Oboe in the top 3? I think we might have. No, I think I put Oboe on the 4th from the bottom for a reason. Yeah, Hedge Fund, Kakarembo, Anemone. Okay, I want to do something really memey here, which this says nothing about being unable to score. So what I'm gonna do, well, runner can get in, so let's not do that. We're gonna wait a turn for that. let's see. I think this divert power is a meme and should probably be cut along with some other influence around to make two. I think you cut a border control and the divert power and put in 2 seamless launches in this deck. GG. Yeah, I mean, turn 1 Stargate to go to 0 credits is just never going to be a good play, I think. Except maybe against PE, iceless PE. Okay. So we want to do... we'll just call this... Okay. Let's build this in Profdivust, and then we can say we can swap it around. Okay, so this is like Rush Yellow. Okay, so we're playing something like we're playing Tomorrow's Headline. We're playing some Beals and some remastered editions. Maybe we are playing this out of. And then what are we playing? We're playing Post-Truth Dividends and Crypto Crash. Yeah, we could try. We could actually. I think I'd rather play an Off-World for this style of deck. Let's try doing this in Asmari first. Okay, so what does our Rushy Ice look like? Let's just put that bare bones in. Or, okay, you know what? Let's go back to Profdivust for a second. And we're gonna go and grab our Vladismirsk City Grid. And now we can go back to 2 Off-Worlds. With the idea that now we can fast advance our 4/2s, but we're just gonna do like a lot of rush stuff. Yep, Seamless is a really good one. Mesna Chestva. We run 3 of these? I don't know that we can. I almost want to run like pop-ups or something just to make the econ a little bit better. Mostly because I'm also anticipating a meta where runners are running a lot. So turning an econ card into a pop-up window, I think, is a reasonable exchange. And we're trying to build single remote. So having a card I can just throw on archives and forget about, I think is fine. I think we're seeing a lot of tunnel vision. This probably won't stay IP block long term, but I guess so. A question in every NBN deck is: are you going to do a hard-hitting news into stream of information? But I don't think so in this case. You could probably make it work, but we want Vasilissa. I mean, if we're doing this, we want some tag payoff, right? What is our tag payoff? I don't know if Eric is still here. I can see Aket being okay. Like, we're just kind of going for real Glacier here. Just doing pure meme stuff now. Do we want Drago? You think shipment from Vladismirsk? I mean, maybe we do a Drago. And a Market Forces. I think we probably only want 1 Vasilissa, but Unsmiling Sarina we might want more of. Because this is pretty tempo forward. And then we want more, we probably want enigmas as well. Maybe we don't need this Trick of Light or the Occats. I like having slightly more targets for Profdivost if we're going for this kind of thing. The other thing we could look at, how much influence is Musfingo? Only 2? Is this better than Occat? In a boat meta? Like, yes, we're playing this immediately after Tremolo gets printed, where it gets worse. I didn't see anyone running Musfingo Profdivost. So we need to get 3 tokens on this before it costs Paperclip an extra $1. And at that same 3 tokens, we get a lot from Occat, so probably not. Another option, wall-to-wall. I think most people will be playing Tremolo rather than Begamot is my guess, but isn't wall-to-wall like all the influence for some reason? So it's actually really nice for what we want to do. So it is a very good shout. People have been saying Anvil's performing well, which is really cool. I'm not sure I'm sold on it, but I could see it being good. I mean, we could run, well, we can't run a 1-up Boom. That would be, I think I saw Bloom and my brain just did the substitution. I just put a drafter in everything I play. Are there any end the run sentries in the meta right now? One second. I had to let my dog in. Oh, Roto Turret? Oh, actually, Roto Turret sounds great. That's kind of what we want. And then we need to fit Econ in, which is going to be NGO fronts, I think. Really come in here and fart, dog. Very rude. I'll get you a blanket. No NAPD cordon? No, I don't think so. I don't think we're doing a lot of advancing. You know what, we've got, with just the single market forces, we're probably not doing this, so which makes me think this Solici's no good. Do NGO fronts. NGO fronts on the single advance feels a little eh, but what else do we have? We've got predictive, which is honestly maybe sufficient tag punishment. Oh, I forgot Rashida. Jeez. Okay, so I think we're too heavy on ice, so that's an easy thing to play with. I think we're not doing tag stuff really. We're on 18 ice, so we can just keep cutting ice. And there we go. Hey Dunch, thanks for stopping by. We've just been jamming Corpse. This was a white plate seeded idea. Not sure I'm sold on it, not because it's a bad idea, but because I don't think I executed on it well. Should I run one more game of AgInfusion, or should I start brewing op? I'll leave it up to the chat while I take a drink of water. Is Reprise bad? I think it is. Like, it's gonna have really high highs, but like, I think it's not gonna be good in most board states. So, what? Oh, whoops. There we go. So Reprise, 2 cost, event, run event, play only if you stole an agenda this turn. Add 1 solid Corp card to HQ. You may run the server. Like, this will bounce the Anansi and let you run a server, which is pretty solid, right? But you have to have stolen it before click 4, or while you have clicks remaining, which I think is going to be a little tricky to do consistently. I don't know. I'm fairly low on this card, but I don't know that that's... I'm going to get blown out by it sometimes. Yeah, if you can wake and plant click 1, sure. Like, there's going to be board states where this is good, but I think those are board states that you've already won a lot of the time, at least is my theory. Okay. I saw 1 call out for op. I don't know if it should be kill op or some kind of just... I kind of want to just try like a vegan op that's just using some of the new tools. So I actually think vegan op uses the new tools better than kill op. I'm going to turn down the music just a touch if that's okay with everyone. Hey Nemo, we have not made a Thule. I am, or Thule, Thule. I don't know how we pronounce it. I'm not, it's not an archetype I'm rushing to build. It feels a little more build itself than some of the other decks, which is a bit of a negative to me as someone who's trying to build, like, I'm going to say weird things on any given day. Where are we? We want 2 of those and 2 global foods. Okay, so now we just have to make this like unholy amalgam of costs. I wish I could honestly change the I really need a filter here that lets me sort everything by cost, because it's quite important. I think an 2 ice walls and a Malapert and a Tithe might be good. Hey Dan, no, we scheduled that for tomorrow, so it's not going to be live till sometime later this week, but yeah, we'll film that tomorrow, I think, or at least part of it. We're probably not going to do both parts in one sitting, judging by how long the last one took. Though maybe we've gotten better at it and we'll be faster. Who knows? Okay. Garm. There we go. Cyberdex Virus Suite. Oh no, it's not called that anymore. It's called the Virus. What other 2 costs? We probably want Eric of Yakov. I think is going to be fairly solid. I might try and do a couple of silly things with Excavator. Civcator Excavator, and then I think I might include a Bast Chernboga because there's a lot of lines that are opened up to you. Let's put Anvil in. You know what? Let's just put 3 Anvils in. Let's just get a sense for how this card feels. One thing that might be interesting is a 1 of Nanocivic grid. Excavator means launch. I hadn't thought about that, but that's probably a good shout, and probably means we don't need to run all these ice walls. We probably also don't need 3 launch campaigns, probably 2. Maybe even 1. We definitely want 3 Rashidas. We probably want an Afshar, a Magnet. I like having two Sandstones, 2 Envelopments. Zato, I feel like we need more ice if we're gonna do a Zato-ish list. We definitely want probably 2 Audacities. Do we think Owl? I guess actually it's not terrible. We do want Extracts for sure. I need some. I probably also want a Hoard'em. Do I want a... I don't like Sapper. I'm not sold on Sapper and Op. I'm much bigger on... what's it called? Boss 4. No, we don't need hedge where we're going. Oh, you know what? Let's cut a 2 cost somewhere. Oh, actually, okay. I don't like this card, but the former carry interaction is kind of worth it. We're gonna cut a Magnet. I want a Magnet though. I guess we're gonna do a second Afshar. Maybe we'll cut the Hoard'em to get the slot. And then we're gonna run a Maryland campaign. Making 5 off a Maryland campaign is pretty good. Cut Owl, yep. For a... No, it's not Sizgator. What is it called? My goodness. Stavka. That's the name. I like Stavka. It does a lot of work against Crims in particular. Oh, I keep not just leave the image floating there forever. So we've got 12, 17 ice. That's not quite a lot of ice. It's probably a little too much ice, but I like to have slightly higher ice counts, especially if we're going to be selling and churning a lot of this ice over. And we probably want to be able to ice the Sivkators and the Rashidas pretty early. So this is just kind of pure rush with 2 Audacities. My suspicion is we're actually going to have a good chunk of money. And so we're going to want to find ways to spend money. And we can kind of tune up the ice suite a little bit. Not a ton, but... yeah, I mean, this is like the epitome of pile building, where like I don't think there's there's not synergy in these lists by any means. So get this show on the road. Got a nice 30 games on JNet right now. So Shishu, I actually prefer having the Stavka ability to the Archer ability. Forfeiting an agenda is really difficult because the way we're going to win most games is by scoring out the 7 by scoring a bunch of 3-2s and then finishing it out. So okay, this is a 72, 77 card Wu deck, so I have some good sense as to what this will be. This hand's not great for us though. Whereas this hand's pretty solid. All right, so we're gonna go new remote, server 1, new remote. So I think we're going to gain a credit off launch campaign and turn it into a Rashida right away. We're gonna put this Stavka on a central with the goal that it's gonna potentially hit a world tree, because you don't play a 72 card deck and not run a world tree. Yeah, if you want to go and trash this launch campaign, I think I'm okay with that. It's going to set you back a lot of tempo. Maybe they've just got the, yeah, I think, like, I don't particularly mind this exchange. I guess I could have res the border control, gone to 2 credits and been okay. Maybe that's slightly better, but I think being on higher credit totals is nice for me. Yep. Okay. Oh, this is not bad. This is not bad. I think we're just gonna do something like this, this, and this. They'll probably draw again here is my guess. Looking for tools. And like, we're now off to a little bit of a slow start, so maybe I should protect that launch campaign. Maybe that's the thing I should just remember, is that like this, in this deck, tempo is everything. Okay, we're gonna draw. Make a new remote. Let's res. And then we're gonna click for a credit, I think. I actually might sell the Spin Doctor because I think I want the 3 credits pretty badly here. Yeah, okay, so turns out not protecting that launch campaign is like sapped our entire momentum, which is a real bummer. Yep, because here comes the World Tree. Oh no, here comes the Reaver. Install SMC, pop it. Now we're gonna grab the World Tree, I expect. Yep, and now we're gonna make a run on Archives. Oh no, we're not. Okay. Oh my goodness, can I draw a freaking card that I care about, please? Honestly, I think I'm just gonna try and shove this in the remote. We'll see. Like, it's not an easy server to get into with all this nonsense. And I might even go like trash this Managarm to grab a Malapert so that I can chain this Atlas into more tempo and like grab a Rashida or something like that. And then I can always like turn that into other stuff. So I think it's just like, how can I start doing some, we're going to be playing who can sell their stuff better, faster. I think it's going to be this matchup, which should be an interesting brain burner for everyone involved. Anvil does look a little silly with this out, but the threat of Anvil is maybe something. But Aesop's Excavator versus Aesop's Pawn Shop. I don't know if they'll ever release a decoder called Hammer. Yeah, that's a good question. Wasn't there, I feel like there was an ice named Hammer or something, but maybe I'm not thinking of anything. All right, Aesop's is down, so that's some money so Deer's gonna have lots and lots of money. I think we are gonna res this Managarm. We're gonna trash this excavator. We're gonna go get a Malapert data vault and we're gonna put it on server 1. Then we're going to no, you don't take this play if you're not going to score right away, so okay, we have a couple of choices here. Just a few choices. Next turn, we're extracting that Malapert for Rashida. Maybe it's a border control because I don't think we want this anvil. I think we can do without this Afshar, though I don't remember how many Afshars I put in the list. Yeah, I put in 2. Okay, so we're fine. Double border control is more annoying than it's probably good, but yeah, if we don't draw an agenda, I guess we're just going to what are we gonna do? Okay, Clot's coming down. We do have Mavirus that we will fetch at some point, so not super worried about that. I really want an agenda here. Why did I feel like I had more spin doctors available to me? Oh, I think I thought about grabbing a spin doctor. Okay, yeah, no, they're doing the right thing, which is trash this excavator, which like just has to get done. And we're gonna end up putting the Malapert back in. Oh, sick timing though. We're just gonna put this Rashida in server 1. Then we're gonna ice up server 1 again. Then we throw this in server 1. Rashida pop. I think then we like install Spin Doctor and install one of the agendas we draw. And we just want to get the Spin Doctor on the field. I'd love to get one more piece of ice for archives, like a Tithe on archives would be really nice here. It probably does mean our next piece of ice does actually have to go on archives, and we're just going to play a vertical Corp. I also would have liked to have seen slightly more non-GFI agendas. Oh, this is cool. Because I think they're going to be on Flame Out Mayfly, and if they use a Mayfly here, that's pretty good for me, I think. I think I can actually use the border control here. Yep. So we're gonna end the run. Yes. Let's get... let me think. If I had a agenda in hand, I would get the Bass. But I don't. I should have grabbed it. But this is okay. No. We did not find an agenda. Okay. That's rough. Server 1. Server 1. Archives. This Formic area obviously isn't gonna actually get rezzed if they run archives, but I don't think they can know that. Like, there's a lot of ice this could be. We also have the very nice play now. Oh, I haven't shuffled back the Manic Arm yet. Oops. Okay, so the Nani grid seems like maybe it's not going to do enough for me. Not sure yet, though. Thank you for reminding me now. Thank you. Thank you, Shadow Electric. I wish I could set that as like a global cross-game setting or something. All right, Mayfly's coming down. Yeah, I mean, if they want to spend 3 Mayflies on Rashida, I think that's fine. I will res the anvil here, I think. I will not trash another card here. I don't mind going for a credit swing. Nope. Yeah, I can shift it a bit now that I'm not playing in the gen. Here, I might shift it to here, just for when I'm playing asset decks. I don't have to worry quite as much. Oop, that's too much zoom. Yep, so this Mayfly is going to become a real program now. It's going to grow up. This may be not enough log. Okay, I guess I'll just put myself up here. While we're playing Corp, I can probably safely put myself up here. Okay, so they trashed the Spit Doctor, which is less than ideal. Got the Anacam. Wait, what did they... Oh, they trashed the Flame Out. Okay, to get the Anacam. I'm not sold on this Anacam in World Tree. I think you're playing too many events if that's what you're doing, but... Okay, so now we actually don't make any net money beyond just the normal Rashida bucks. But it feels really good. Do I think this deck is safe? So Mavirus, I purge for a buck. Got 9 credits. I don't have multiple end the runs easily available here. Oh wait, I do if I overdraw. Okay. This is a funky line I'm thinking of. But I think it's basically this. Advance. And then we take a credit. And we want to discard the envelopment because now we can pop Mavirus, search our deck for Nanocivic Grid, and then use the end the run that's not on envelopment. Oh no, what have I done? Oh goodness, what a mistake. Oh no, there's no printed end the runs on envelopment. There's only Trash This Ice. No way, I'm a dummy. Oh, that's too good. That's too good. Okay. Yeah, wow, that's hilarious. Wait, but we're okay, I think. Yep, and now we can go and install a Afshar on server 1. I guess you just woo Flame Out here, right? Yeah. It's not cheap. Hold on. Thinking. Okay, so if I shuffled back this Manic Arm at any point, this deck would be in a better spot. I need to go look at my deck list here. What do I have? Yeah, this Nano Civic Grid does nothing for me. Was there a 2-cost ice I should have grabbed? No. Cool. Oh, and I also can't operate now as well. Thank you, Doomrat. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, right. Oh, did I disconnect? Yeah, thank you, Jake. I did already use it. What I need to do is use the virus on my turn, probably. Or do something clever. I don't think this is the only way to resolve this, but it's... but we're trying. Okay. Cool. All right, so yeah, that was there's a long and prolonged bug with World Tree right now. I would love to actually just slam another agenda in this server, honestly. Yep. Yeah, so we're just doing everything manually, which I guess is something. Okay, hyperbaric is annoying for Afshar. It's not great for us for Anvil, but then yeah, we'll just Anvil away some stuff. Okay, drawing an agenda would have been really nice here. Do I res Yakov here? I don't think I do. I think I actually draw last click because I'm a pro player. I guess I just gave them a World Tree trigger, so that was probably not ideal. That was probably not the best thinking on my end. Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a mistake. I'm surprised they're not Aesopsing away this propeller. Or this T400 memory diamond. It's a questionable include. Alright, it's like, I'm not doing a lot right now because my deck is built around rushing. And somehow I've managed to fail to find any agendas. Like, there's 20 cards left in the deck, and there are 8 agendas left in the deck. Yeah, I actually don't mind propeller counters getting used here. It's pretty solid for me. Yeah, so I can res 2 to make them lose 2, but it makes no difference, so it's not, yeah. Okay, so we're selling this Afshar for a 2-cost ice, maybe just an owl. Honestly, like, owl in front of the excavator I think is fine. All right, so we're seeing Echelon come in, probably a turbine in the near future as well. So we might actually extract for the Managarm when we get an agenda to steal. Because, like, Deer does not have many credits left. I really want a border control for this remote, though. Search for a 2-cost. I think it's actually just going to be a Maryland campaign in a new remote because these cards don't actually do anything right now. Yeah, this non-civic grid not doing any work for me. Oh, I guess I can Audacity Atlas as well, but I guess I can do all sorts of, oh, actually, okay. There's a weird line that I had, which was I grabbed the Nani grid, I trashed the Stavka with an anvil, and then used the Nani grid to go and fire the Stavka subroutine. Now with a Simmel chip down and the deck mostly online, I don't think it's as relevant anymore. But this runner not on boat, it does seem like they're on Anacam instead, and that's what I've seen. No, JNet would let you though. Yeah, it does seem like boat is free value for this list. I really need to get these border controls back in the list. They're a lot of how I'm going to make forward momentum this game. It would definitely let them be more aggressive here. Because I think there's variations of this deck and even of this draw that are going to be much more intimidating for this sort of rig. Yep, and there's the K2CP turbine. Most things are going to be at a pretty good base strength now. That's a real bummer. Oh wait, there's cloth threat anyway, so it doesn't matter. Yep, I mean this had to happen at some point, right? This was just the way this. If I don't draw agendas early, I don't think I have a shot against this list. So K2CP Turbine really needs to be all non-AI breakers. It is such a good card if it works on AI breakers. It's kind of, that'd be pretty wild. Actually, that's not terrible. It's not good, but because it doesn't even get a propeller counter out, but I probably should just concede. I without border controls, it's really difficult, and border controls don't do as much now that this turbine's down and propeller just goes right through them. I need envelopments, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's just like draw no agendas through the entire mid game. This is okay. This comes out at strength 5. So it costs 4 to break, which I think I am totally fine with. Yeah. So I don't know. I think this is not the end of the world by any means. No free lunch. Yeah, I mean, to some extent, like, also if we'd been playing combo op, like, I think we would have won a while back. So like it maybe suggests that combo op is solid even into this world tree list because it takes it so long to assemble pieces here. Okay. Do I have any Afshars left in the deck? I don't believe I do. I have a sandstone left that I can put on HQ. Oh, it's actually, I trashed the Stavka. Yeah. And we'll just put sandstone on R&D. They might just sit on stone ship into combo though. Single stone ship doesn't beat double end of the line anymore. And also you can play best defense because Gaslight's in the card pool. So I think combo op has a lot more options. With Reaver it does, but again, best defense is an option. So we'll see. Here's on 7 credits. I can maybe force this Atlas. But no, you're right. Reaver Wusha. But also they have to find it. And like, I think this list is like, I don't want to like He's been grinding on this list, and I suspect it will continue to get better, but I don't think this list is really correct yet. I think it's just got too many moving pieces to be consistent. And like, yeah, it's gonna crush me here. Like, undeniably, I have just about a 0% to win here, I think. Like, it's hard for me to make proactive decisions here that are going to win me the game. Is Gaslight best defense better than just Malia? Yes, because Gaslight has other options. Malia you have to have installed and protect, whereas Gaslight you can protect at any point in the game and grab the combo piece you're missing. At least that's my opinion. I could end up being wrong and Malia's the better slot, but this ice is a paper tiger, but that's fine. You're allowed to have those sometimes. This might be a scenario where I don't res the ice wall, but I anvil the ice wall so that I can get it. Yeah, and it's econ with Yakov as well, right? So it's like you can get a lot of credits off of Yakov in the right situation, I think. To me, but the thing you do with World Tree is you just play a lot of resources, just enough hardware to get by and just enough programs to get by, with maybe harbingers. And then you like have Aesops to just sell the harbingers, and then you sell the Aesops into something else. Like, you just do this, like, lots of reselling. Okay. 7 credits. Do I put the Rashida down? Yeah, oh, that's a nice play, actually. Yeah, it's install, advance, action. Okay. So now I have to ask. The problem is our spin doctor's gone. But maybe that's fine. Yeah, let's just take our points. We're still gonna have a hard time scoring out because our last audacity is gone, so we can't even score a hostile now. And Arma Virus is gone as well. But we're just gonna take slightly high variance lines, I guess. Yeah, if they don't clot, which is the correct play here, knowing the contents of our archives, then they're in a good spot. I think if we had if there wasn't a spin doctor in archives, I actually think they have to clot. Like, I think this game it's kind of that close, which is cool. Yeah, but you know, so it goes. Also, I was quickly looking at an automatic transcript, and oh goodness, I say so much. I'm a little embarrassed. So yeah, this card did nothing for us, and I think is probably getting cut from the next edition, but that's all right. I do need to shore up R&D a little, but with only 10 cards, I don't think that's happening. We have potential outs here now. We do actually get potential outs. Yeah, it does conflict with trashing our face-ups. It's like, oh yeah, if I want to trash a face down, then I've got some options, but up until that point, okay, all Rashidas are gone. There's still a Maryland in the deck. Environmental testing, okay. That's a good card. That's a good card. They get through this with no problem. Audacities are all gone, yes, yes. Okay, so we drew the border control finally. Needed this forever ago. So if they steal the last hostile here, we just auto lose. Oh, and they steal a GFI. GG. Yeah, but yeah, it's like so it turns out that not getting the Spin Doctor back was a huge loss. Not get, like, that's probably game winning for us. So World Tree turns tutors from one card into, it turns a card into another card. So it's trash a program, get a program, trash a hardware, get a hardware, trash a resource, get a resource. Not sure if it's right. I accidentally set up for a non-bow with envelopment. It doesn't play that nice with op, but does work decently with anvil. Also, I think you should cut 90% of your programs, all the hardware, except maybe Cyberdelia. Hardware. Tree for resource. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. And I'm excited to see what Deer does with this. Importing Anvil into AgInfusion might be good. Yeah, I agree. I think... Yeah. Nani Anvil is an interesting splash. How much is Anvil? Is it 3? Because we... Oh, no, it's 2. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. Yeah, this becomes a pretty annoying spiky. World Tree for the boat is... You pay 5 for the boat, and you've paid 6 for the World Tree. It's good. Undeniably, it's good. But I'm not sure about it. Yeah, so sorry, I'm like not doing. Basically, I think it's Harbingers don't do a lot for you compared to Parisia, Misdirection, and then the Mayflies. I mean, we're world training for both. I mean, Spark into Tree instead in the Magical Fairy Christmas land you're living in. Like that's, yeah, you too. Well played. Okay. We're gonna do one more game of that. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit less of a, well, I wouldn't say a little bit less of a slog because my opponent is hopefully not quite as good as Deer is, who is one of the best players. Yeah, feel free, Doomrat, go right ahead. Probably means I won't do any better, but more than happy to play. Oh, it does look like someone beat you to it. Apologies, Doomrat. Unless this is you. Okay, I do like agendas, but maybe not quite that much. This looks much better. I really want to do Yakov, Bass, border control. I mean, that just seems fun, doesn't it? It's bad, but like I can't actually do any of this, but it could have some fun upside, or it could have some terrible downside. Interesting to see a Beth install click 1. I actually feel a little bad though. It like specifically loses to our opening hand and this really dumb play I'm going for. Okay. So we're gonna go res. Oh no, I'm short on credits. Oh, I'm a dummy. We're gonna value Bass. We're gonna value Bass. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. After I go and say this is a bad play, I go and find it. Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm a real dummy. Okay. We're gonna do this. Oh my goodness, that's such a funny little sequence. Are they gonna spend all their money going to trash that? Wow. Wow. Okay, so I don't feel like I'm under pressure to score here. I'd like to get this advancement token down. I mean, this is like two players, like this is like two players showing up drunk and just kind of vibing around a game of Netrunner. So I hope y'all are entertained at least. This is pure vibes runner. I actually think what I'm gonna, oh wait, this is a sick play. Okay, I'm gonna sell Yakov, making 5 credits, getting a Malapert data vault in addition to my Atlas counter. Chef's kiss. I'm actually hyped for that. That seems sick. Good. Yakov silently triggered, but should have loudly triggered. If I drew an agenda, I also don't have to do this at last advancement, but we're gonna do it. I feel like Rashida is probably what I want here over the Audacity or something like that. So, and then I'll use something like Anvil R&D, Border Control HQ, install Rashida, let them pinhole it. Yeah, that's sick. Yakov. Cool card. I think he only made me 2 credits, so like arguable value. But I guess 2 credits and turning into a Malapurt's not nothing. Especially when it's so much forward tempo. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go server 1, click for a credit. HQ. With the Audacity, we've got lots of options. I'd love to, like, yeah. Citadel, cool. Glad to see my reputation's intact. And also, I think this card mostly doesn't do anything anymore, which is kind of nice. Oh, I should have just put my agenda in, I guess. Okay. Do I do this? I feel like this is bad. Yeah, I mean, Runner's not doing anything, so we don't need to push super hard, but so I think I want to let them get their breaker here. Interested to see what they get. Paperclip. Yeah, Yakov would be nice to still have out, but I think it's probably an Afshar. As much as I would love to tempt them with yeah, okay, so we don't get the Rashida this turn, which is a bummer. So we can still score out here. Like I could click for credit, advance, Audacity. Oh no, I would be cards short for doing the Audacity play. So no rush on that. Selling off the paperclip. Yeah, there's not a large clock on me here. Okay, so I get to go advance, score. I think this daily cast is worth more. And now I can grab the Audacity. Actually, I probably grab the Rashida again. Because I don't think they're running 3 pinholes, or if they're running 3 pinholes, whatever. And then I can just like Rashida, click for 2 credits and be okay. Runner's really not doing much, and I'm going to be staying on a low enough hand size that they're probably not doing anything for a bit still. Come on. Let's go, JNet. You don't need to be so slow just because 30 people are playing. Okay, great. Looking for credits. I'm pulling them out of the token box one at a time. Yeah, poor Min's laptop. Yeah, so I suspect what I'm starting to find is this isn't actually an excavator deck. it probably wants an extra fast advance piece. Is that a second Beth? What's going on here? Why are we on 2 Beths? That's GG. Short of a clock coming out, right? Like a clock has to come out now, or like immediately. It doesn't matter much what I get here. Get an Audacity? Yeah, just to save myself having to get it later. And it's an event, so they can't interact with it. Oh, and if I draw any other card, I'm still okay. If they steal the 2 hostiles, yeah, that's a good point. Oh, no advanced hostile is also good. I actually won't be able to, because I won't have enough cards in hand. But it's not a bad play. Yeah, they have to actually just hard install Clot here. All right, that's GG. No Clots. Wow, reprise pinhole lat. Oh, this is an interesting little lat tech. I wonder what its ideas are. That's really cool. Where are you? There you are. Man, using an Atlas counter in a using Atlas counter in a, what do you call it, grid, in a ampere. I'm butchering. Yeah, probably should just say ampere because I can say that with an American accent rather than trying to fake a French one. But doing a hostile Project Atlas search in ampere seems like it's a real challenge. But cool. I think I might actually leave the stream on that. My throat's starting to get a little sore. It's been, I think, 4-ish hours since I started streaming. Don't remember. So I think, yeah, it's been, it's started at 11, it looks like. It's 3 o'clock now, so yeah, 4-ish hours. So we did every single corp. We did a vegan op. We did a nanocivic AgInfusion, a 11 agenda CtM, and just an Asa pile. So thank you everyone for coming by. It was a lot of fun. I hope you all are enjoying Parhelion, and I will see you all on Wednesday. So enjoy the rest of your weekends.